So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. Today we're going to be talking about Form WH-380. This is part of my FMLA series so that you can understand the forms behind this important act, the Family and Medical Leave Act of 1993. I've been going over it. You can see a link to my walkthrough of Form WH-381, which is a similar form. But we'll be going over this specific topic in a good bit of detail just to make sure you understand your rights under the Family Medical Leave Act of 1993. This is for this to take care of your own serious health condition. So this here is the form. As you can see, it has the certification of healthcare provider for employees' serious health condition. So as a base rule, this form is going to go to the healthcare provider. They've changed it up significantly over the last couple years, and I think it's important. I think that it's quite important what they changed it up to. So the employer is supposed to put in this information. For a long time, this employee name was in a separate box that the employee was supposed to put their name in and never did. But ultimately, the employer should fill out this. They put in your name and then the date that they do this, and they give you 15 days from the date requested to return the medical certification at minimum. If that can't be done for various reasons, that's the reason why. Next, it has the job title as well as the job description. The job description is really critical here because it generally communicates the essential job functions very well. The statement of employees' essential job functions is not big enough. It's not anywhere close to big enough, and really the job description is the most important piece. You can see the employee's regular schedule. That is also very critical. But here's where you typically will give it to the doctor for them to complete. And the doctor has, again, 15 days. You have 15 days to complete it, but they want you to they want the doctors to remain as careful with the medical information as they possibly can. Now, I will note that some doctors are charging to fill this out now. I think that that's really interesting. The other interesting piece to this that I want everyone to know is that this form can be done by foreign doctors, and that is absolutely allowed under FMLA. So it is imperative to understand this. The healthcare provider puts their information, the employee name on the next page, the healthcare provider's name, business address, etc. So the healthcare provider then needs to state when the condition started or will start. Will start is mostly related to surgeries, things of that nature, and how long it might go on. The company will really use this, and that's why this needs to be quite correct because the company will typically use this as a follow-up date. Okay, if it's 2 weeks, then the employer needs to check on you in 2 weeks to see when you're returning. Uh, then the doctor gets a whole list of different choices, including inpatient care, whether or not they are admitted for an overnight stay in the hospital, incapacity plus treatment, and incapacity is very important. This is really a critical thing. It's more critical, for example, for family members, but incapacity is really critical. And then it has the option of pregnancy, chronic conditions, and that the person might be seen twice a year, permanent or long term. That is what you think it is, as well as conditions requiring multiple treatments. It's going to be an ongoing process. I do find it strange. It's good that they decided to put the employee name at the top again. That seems like something that should be probably automatically filled out. I understand that these things can get lost, uh, but they're going to discuss the other appropriate medical facts that aren't captured up here in the pregnancy, chronic conditions, etc. And the amount of leave needed is something that we need to talk about because many employers will treat this as the Bible. For example, if they say that due to the condition the patient has planned medical treatments on the following dates, they're not expecting you to miss outside of those dates. They're expecting to kind of hold you to it. In addition, they'll hold you to the beginning date and end date of the treatments. And so you need to understand this and make sure that the doctor is being quite precise. Furthermore, the best estimate of the duration of the treatments is another one that's similar, right? So you need to make sure that you're spot on Otherwise, you're going to receive problems. If you go above, for example, here, 3 days a week, you're going to see employers, for example, if the doctor writes 3 days a week, you're going to see employers hold you to it. They're going to expect that it's no more than 3 days a week. And that is really, that is something that you need to know. Similarly, you have medically necessary for the employee to work a reduced schedule. I haven't seen this as much yet. It can be medically necessary, but I haven't seen this from my perspective. It is something that you can ask for and is probably often suited for mental health treatments, for example, as well as incapacitated for a continuous period of time. Incapacitated means that you cannot come into work for a continuous period of time. What you may be more interested in is intermittent basis or intermittent FMLA. And you can see it here. This is any episodes of incapacity, similar to what I've captured here with respect to best estimate of the duration. This intermittent basis, they will hold you to this, and or many employers will hold you to this. And so you need to be aware of that and make sure that the doctor is capturing all the time that you need. Again, the essential job functions is a really tough one. I mean, a lot of employees do a lot of different things, and so capturing that effectively in the workforce is really difficult. But they're asking that doctors identify one essential job function that they're not able to perform and then have them sign it. This is a new addition to the program, the definitions of serious health conditions. I particularly like this because I think that there are a lot of situations that might not actually fall within the serious health condition. I think of specifically I had an employee whose child had lice, and lice does not or did not at the time fall under the guise of serious health condition. So what do you think about the form WH380E? This form has evolved a significant amount since I started working in the field, and I want to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, guys.